Hey, what's up guys, ELP Modelling here. Today we have the Aoshima Explosion Toyota Aristo. Now this is the first sort of specialist VIP kit that I've bought. I've got some Aristos and whatnot, but I just fancied doing something different, you know. Now there is one thing to note, don't be fooled by the camber that's on the box art, because I've looked thoroughly through the instructions and to me it doesn't seem like it builds with camber, but I may be wrong. I will have to do some mock-ups and see, but it's a fantastic kit, so let's get started with your decals. Of course, get the dash, various other little bits as well, explosion ones, JDM plates as well. It's nice that you get two sets in there. You've got the sat nav, loads of Toyota badges as well, Aristo, V300, and lots of other sponsor ones as well. So let's see exactly what is in this box. Right. Instructions, as always guys, there's a link in the description, you can go take a look at that. And you do get a piece of sandpaper kindly from Aoshima, thank you. Now, your clear parts, flip this over for you. And there you have it. One window piece. Then you've of course got the rear lights and then your front lights as well. And then your side repeaters as well. Very nice indeed. Nice that it's all separate as well. Now your chassis. This is slightly different. It definitely builds different to the normal Aristo. If you go and take a look at the Vertex one that I did an unboxing of a long time ago, you'll see that it is quite a bit different, but it's essentially the same. It's more the wheel wells that are different. But unfortunately, most things are still moulded in. But it's not a bad chassis at all really, nice detailing on it. And a few more chassis bits on here. There's a lot of pieces on here that aren't actually used, but I'm just going to show you them all anyway, just so you can see exactly what comes with it. Spare wheel well, front suspension pieces and the actual struts themselves. And then those go on to the rear suspension. You've got your lower arm at the rear, then your differential, front panel cover, and then your steering arm with a few little extra bits that you'll have to snip off. Now this is Kiwami specific, or it says S package on this sprue, but these seats are fantastic. There you have them. I will show you the backs in a minute. There's actually the backings that you put on, but we've got a few other little bits and pieces there, such as, I think they're like random antennas, but I may be wrong, so feel free to correct me guys. Steering wheels as well. It'd be easy to do that. And there you have it. Now the backs of these seats are fantastic. They will need drilling out if you want to put harnesses in, but you do just get a small little piece at the bottom there, which is nice if you wanted to go a different colour as well. Now, your exhaust that comes with the kit. As I've said plenty of times before, I wouldn't recommend it. Because when it glues together, it never looks right. You can never get it to look right. You know, even if you dechrome it and then glue it together, you've still got an awful lot of work to do. But there will be an exhaust video coming soon, I promise you guys. This year I'm on it. Well, there you have it. The chrome is very nice though. Aoshima does do a good job of that. More pieces. I can get all these out. I'm 90% sure that none of these are used apart from these little bits, but there's your front cover area with lower arms and whatnot. Original exhaust and then a few pegs in the background. And you've got your OEM spoiler, so to speak. And then these wing mirrors, should you want to use them. It does come with other ones, but these are just sort of the bog standard ones. Now, going through the sprues one by one, of course. Here are your specific side skirts. If I get this out of the way, it will be a lot easier to show you. And there you have it. Very, very nice indeed. The front grille that you use, there is the standard one that I'll show you in a minute that's moulded in chrome. And there's your small rear spoiler, like a little ducktail spoiler almost. Now, from having to play with the other Aristo kit, the fitting is fantastic of the bumpers. There's your rear sort of apron that goes on that will need some puttying and sanding and whatnot to make it look, you know, like it's OEM. As OEM as possible that body kits can be, but there's also another spoiler. These side skirts, should you want to use them, this piece goes onto the chassis, I believe, and then you've got a couple of little pegs there as well, which you could use to lower the suspension. Now, you do actually, which is very cool, get some humongous exhaust tips, which may need drilling out, because they're quite shallow and it's going to be quite obvious, but stick a drill bit in there, you'll be fine. That'd be great. Now onto your interior. We've touched on the seats already, but here is the interior, all moulded in white. You get the leather look on the back seats, which is really cool, and everything is separate, which is great. I do love interiors that are like this. You also have your rear view mirror, then your number plates, and then your door cards, which also have the leather look about them as well. Beautifully detailed as well. Aoshima really do a good job on their door cards, I must admit. Now your standard seats, which are quite luxurious, you do get the leather look as well, should you want to use these instead. And you do get the backings as well, which is great. They will still need putty on the back just to make them look, you know, perfect. Now we have your standard steering wheel. Again, use at your own discretion, guys, whether you want to use them or not. And you've got your steering column and your gear shifter. Final sprue, so to speak. There's a couple more little bits in there hiding under the car, but there is your dashboard. Now I adore these cars, I really do. They're fantastic. There's your center console and then your front wipers. Now your body. Here you have it. Typical Aoshima Aristo. There is nothing different about it. It of course has the front bumper off, depending on what one you get. There's quite a few different versions that you can get. But there doesn't seem to be any humongous mould lines really, just the usual ones at the front that sort of run into the headlight area. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be many at all really. It does sort of follow suit and ends up going below the rear lights, but you'll see now what I mean about putting this rear apron on. Because of this little indent that's normally chrome, that's where the work's going to be needed. But it can be done, guys. You will need some putty and lots of it. But yeah, it's fantastic. Proportions are nice. Panel lines are quite deep as well. Yeah, listen to that. Chamaze balls, that is. So if you're airbrushing, they shouldn't need doing, but they shouldn't need scribing, you know. But very, very cool. Now, onto the bits that were hiding underneath the car, or underneath the body. Here are your standard pieces. Now they include this because it has the wing mirror inserts, but you've got the original grille there, and then some even smaller exhaust tips should you want to use those as well. There's plenty of spares in this, you know. Now this is fantastic. I love these brakes. They are drilled and slotted, and they are just fantastic, to the point where I may even pinch these and use them on another kit and put some normal brakes on this kit. But you've got the wheel pegs as well. And they're not too wide either, these brakes. I'm going off the subject here and talking about putting them on other cars, but yeah, plenty of options there. Now, you do get some sort of mini lips that go on the bottom of the bumper should you want to use them. They're not used on this kit, but who cares? Use them if you want, they're great. Or just use them on something else. Now, the thing that I love about this is the mirrors. I love this shape of mirror. It's sort of like the old M3 style mirrors, but I just think they look fantastic on these VIP cars. The only problem I'd say is that the side repeater isn't a separate clear part. I don't think I'm going to knock a point off for it, but it would have been nice if it was. Aoshima have gone to great length for all the detail of everywhere else, but now this is something special. I'll save the wheels till last, the best till last. Now you get these Kiwami spacers, which are photo etch pieces, which will need super glue or whatever you use for photo etch to be glued onto. And you can use them at your discretion depending on how much spacing out the wheels you want. So that's a new thing. That was a bit of a surprise. Now, your sexual wheels. Look at these work equipped wheels with separate dishes. So you could dechrome these if you wanted to, go a wacky colour. I'll just do this. There we go. And there you have it. Now all the lips are exactly the same. They aren't staggered. It would have been nice if they were, to be honest. But I'm not complaining. It's nice to have separate actual two-piece wheels. There is your fitment, of course, at the back. These will go on any Fujimi or Aoshima kit, and they will go on a Tamiya kit. I will actually have to do a tutorial on that. It's very easy, but there you have it, guys. Now, the other added extra is that you get these stretched tyres that are the cambered tyres. Now, I'll do my best to show you on my finger, but as you can see, they're like the ones that come in the new work wheels. They are cambered. Which brings me on to the next thing, like I said at the start of the video, that it doesn't build with cambered wheels, that I know of. But yeah, as far as my first sort of VIP kit goes, I'm quite impressed with this. I really would like to get a few other ones. There are a couple of super VIP kits that Aoshima do that let you go crazy with screws and whatnot, and you can adjust the ride height and camber that way. And I'm very surprised this one isn't, but not to worry. I cannot fault the kit really. Would have been nice to have those side repeaters on the wing mirrors separate, but that's probably nitpicking. But this should build into a fantastic model. It's a shame that the rear bumper is moulded in. That would have been great if it was separate, but not to worry. And that wraps it up then, guys. Let me know what you think if you've built one of these before. Like I said earlier in the video, I love Aristos and I love these kits. They are great and they give you plenty of options of what to do with them. And that's it, guys. I will see you in the upcoming videos and on Instagram at ELP_modelling. Leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. There are plenty more unboxings and tutorials on their way. And I'll see you soon, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.